Mr. 837,
Yes, sir.
how do you prioritize your own needs and desires when others may not understand or support them?
It's funny how the world today has just become so cruel, and especially when it comes to somebody expressing themselves and just being in a place where they really want to, do something with their lives. It's just so harsh how people will just come and destroy a dream. And man, it's insane. Just coming to think about it, it's really insane. So first and foremost, clearly define limits to protect your well-being. I feel you need to create some sort of boundaries, because if you don't have those walls up, trust me, meaning anything can come in. So you need to be in a place where you set those boundaries and being in a place where you protect your own energy, because some folks out here got really, really, really negative vibes. So be in a place where you're really protecting what you are building, what matters the most to you. And being in a place where you do all those things will really set a tone for you to not accept anything that comes your way. Because that's not my worth, that's not my value, because you understand where you stand from. And being in a place where you get to stand out and learn the person that you are, and not accept anything that comes your way, because I feel we are lost in the process of trying to please others, and we forget that we also need to be in a place where are we okay with the decisions that we are making, rather than me being out there just for the sake of, oh, if I don't say this, if I don't do this, then they might leave me, or I might not be accepted, or all that kind of stuff. So being in a place where you set boundaries is very important. The other part is share your needs openly and assertively. So communicating honestly, I think this is the part that I struggled with for a long time. And I struggled with it for a long time because being afraid of like the other person looking at me a certain type of way, and probably them like just disregarding me and moving and just like, oh, that doesn't mean anything, you feel me? So I really struggled with that for a long time, but coming to understand myself better and just like growing, because you need to grow as a person. Growing mentally and maturely made me understand that I need to be honest enough to, because once I do that, I'm doing it out of kindness and letting the other person know that, this is how I feel, and like I'm at this point in life, and me communicating that with that person really helped both of us by the end of the day, So especially relationship wise, man, I was so broken because I just could just shut down whatever that I was feeling, just completely shut them down and keep them to myself. But now I know better, so communicate honestly and be open, how you feel. Please just let that out. The other part is share your needs openly and value your own desires as much as others. Self-respect is very important. How you carry yourself, how you portray yourself, and it's not everything that you need to be part of, It's not every trend that you need to be part of. It's not every Jim and Jack you need to hang around with, So you need to be at a place where you have some self-respect. And where people, when they just see how you carry, people tend to gravitate on how you carry yourself. If you behave a certain, that's how people are going to take you, But if they see how much you put respect on yourself, trust me, they'll get to understand that, with him or with her, we can't take such useless news, we can't flash away or being in a place where we go and gossip, because that's not the type of person that they are, So being in a place where you understand and put some respect on your name, on yourself, really carries a lot of weight. And seek allies, find supportive people who understand your goals, pick one or two people that you see that you align with and rock with them, go with them, because I feel by the end of the day, more is actually really powerful, because you get very far. Being alone It's great, but by the end of the day, having a group and a team where you guys are able to, harness the same energy and share the same goals and same dreams and all that kind of stuff will really, take you further and set a different tone. Limit toxic influences. Distance yourself from unsupportive individuals. Brah, I can't emphasize this enough. I can't emphasize this enough because this is something that I got to learn the hard way. And I had to be hated because now I'm acting different. To some people, I've changed. Yeah, I now understand what I'm worth. I now understand what my happiness costs. Because I don't want individuals that will just come and invoke toxicity or trying to take me back to my past or the things that I no longer rock with anymore. So it's very important being in a place where you understand and know that you being around a certain person invokes a certain type of feeling with you. So it's not that you hate them or any kind of thing, but it's like, yo, I love you so much, but you can't feed on my table, may God bless you and, rock on your table, but, I can't allow you back because probably of the things that you guys had to handle, go through. So it's very important to guard and remove toxicity away. The other part is believe in your own judgment and feelings. Trust your own instincts, man. Trust your own instincts, your gut feeling is very important. Just understand that what am I feeling? There are people you have seen in your life and there's just been something off about them. But most of the times we tend to ignore that, Don't. Trust your instinct, trust your gut feeling. There's sometimes when what you're doing is not right? Like, learn to trust that, You know that I need to do this, but yet it's like, and look, you tend to regret at a later moment, So there are moments when there's something that has come along and you can feel that this is a good thing, and rock with it. There are certain opportunities that have come my way, but because my gut feeling or my instinct could tell me like, this is not right at this time. It's not right at this point. The opportunity is great, but it's not right at this time. And I've backed away from that, and I've later on realized that, okay, that's God's doing by the end of the day. So yeah, so trust your instincts and make time for activities that fulfill you. Schedule self-care, very important. Learn to be in a place where you have fun. Enjoy life. Enjoy the things that you want to do. People want to be spoiled, but hence they want somebody to spoil them. And then later neglect that part where you learn to discover yourself. You want something that is worth 1,000? Buy yourself something that is worth 1,000. Don't wait for somebody to do that for you. You want to go out to your favorite restaurant, but yet you're waiting for somebody to take you out to your favorite restaurant. Like, learn to look after yourself. Learn to love you for who you are. Learn to treat yourself better. Don't wait for people to come and treat yourself better. Hence, that shows that they have more power over you and they'll tend to push you wherever they want because they know. They feed you, man. Say no. Refuse requests that compromise your priorities. I feel sometime somebody told me I don't have a no, right? And I had to go and kind of like have a self-check because I was like, do they like, is that true? I had to self-check that a little. And I think there was a point when I felt like I couldn't just say no to, especially like the people who are close to me, right? Where we develop something. And that was true, So it really helps you relieve out certain type of things when you have no in your mouth, A lot of no's can really save you a lot of time, I used to do a lot of favors for people, I used to really do a lot of favors for people. And this is the reason why even on my socials, I don't even have my number there. Because it's more like, oh, come on, some requests that could come, couldn't say no because I'm looking at, oh, I know this person, we've been around together, but in that moment, I couldn't learn to self-check with myself. Like, am I okay with the decision I'm making? You know, like, is this fine with me? Even when I was busy, I couldn't just tell them, okay, I'm busy, I can't do this. You know, feeling like I was on alarm and all that kind of stuff. You know, like, oh, come on. So I had to learn that the hard way. But learn to say no when you're not feeling it. Stay focused on your goals clear. Keep your goals clear and revisit them regularly. Always self-check on your things that you have put up, you know, and visit them on a regular basis so that you keep track with where you're going, you know, so that you keep, you know, fine-tuning and, you know, leveling up things a little. So always learn to fine-tune all your goals that you have set, visit them, check, read them aloud, you know, have that self-affirmation and just keep on rocking and rocking and rocking. And the other part is acknowledge and reward your achievements. Gee, we've been shutting down Spotify on lately, you know, and yeah, we are learning to have all these self achievements where we celebrate more because I feel most of the times we never did that, you know, because just 10,000 streams, 100,000 streams, but now it's like we're at a point whereby now, you know, when the money starts coming in and all that kind of stuff, bruh. Even 1,000 streams we'll celebrate, you know, because it's really a fun thing to do, especially when you set all these goals for you and you start nailing them, right? It's very important to just like be in a place where you appreciate yourself and acknowledge all these things because trust me, that will give you an extra morale to actually even push more further and be in a place where, you know, you actually head to go and kill some more goals.